Hello and welcome to the Stateside Soccer Show. My name is Jordan. With me, as always, is Logan. How are you today, Logan?
Jordan, we are back like a cold you can't get rid of, like a Matt Turner in MLS that you can't get rid of.
Oh
He's
yeah,
back. I
that's
forgot
one of the
about that.
things. Yeah, that's one
Put
of
it
the
in the
things we need
private
to talk
chat.
about today.
It's like, hey, Jordan might not see this, so I need to mention it. But it's a good
Mention
way
it at
to
the top.
transition it. We're back like Matt Turner.
Yeah, we are diving into some Leagues Cup here and also some of these transfers that are going on in Major League Soccer. I think Leagues Cup is also going on as we're talking
Yeah.
today, so it will be look, a little outdated by the time you already hear it. So we won't spend too much time, I think, on previewing today's games. So maybe tomorrow's games. But anyway, we got, we're back. It's the first time I think we've done back-to-back week episodes for quite a bit because of our busy schedules. So that's good. Um, so let's dive into it, I guess, here. There's been some big news that I think we need to cover, right? We have this thing kind of was rumored for a bit, and then I think official yesterday
Yeah.
is when that happened. But LAFC are paying an MLS record transfer fee to sign Son Heung-min from Tottenham. So it's going to be going over the record of 22 million, which is from Latte Lath for Atlanta played in the offseason. So Son's, according to Tom Bogert 6 hours ago, he's en route to Los Angeles now. Medical is taking place after his arrival, and then the deal is going to be done. So I would assume if it was 6 hours ago, he's on the plane to LA, he's probably close to there.
Yeah.
He's coming from England, I
Right.
believe, or maybe from
He's in
Korea.
Korea. Yeah,
He
they were in a
was
friendly.
there for post preseason.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, there to LA is much easier than coming from like England to the Atlantic and then over there. So um, this is a big transfer, and Logan, this is where I will say, for all the people last week or 2 weeks ago that were saying, what has Messi done for the league? I don't think with if Messi wasn't here that Son would be here. I don't know. He's still, how old is he? He still seems
33.
young. 33? That's not
Young.
super young, but
So young.
look, it's a year younger than I. So he is young man there,
Young.
but I do think that uh he's still playing very, very well for Tottenham and everything. So this is
Yeah.
a pretty big signing. I didn't expect this. This kind of came out of the blue. But this is the kind of thing that you can get when I'm starting to think we're going to get these all the time now since Messi. And then Messi is like extending his contract supposedly and will be here for a while, that we might even grab some more big names just constantly coming over. We have Thomas Mueller coming over here. We
Yeah.
have Son over here now. Like, I know at a certain time we were all like, oh, do we want the 30-plus-year-olds? But like some of these guys still have it in the tank, right? And I'm very excited to see what Son has. And if you're looking at, they dropped Giroud to bring in Son, this is an upgrade, man. Huge upgrade for the team and for the league. I think this is a big deal.
Yeah, and people will be like, he's only 33. And I think the surprise comes from a player that has spent so much time with Spurs, 450 appearances, Jordan, for Spurs, 198 Premier League goal contributions. Um, and he's been a top player in the Premier League. And I know the Spurs organization has really struggled. I mean, they lifted their first trophy, I think they said, which is wild that he was there that long, and it was his first time ever lifting a trophy when they beat Manchester United in Europa. Um, it's Jordan. You're right. I think that this is. I mean, let's not overlook the fact that Thomas Mueller is a massive name in German football, and now you've got. Is he Jordan? Is Son's probably the biggest Asian player
to
right?
play
Yeah, in
here?
MLS. Like right now, he's the biggest currently playing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say he's probably the biggest star that
Yeah,
Korea has for sure produced. Maybe
right.
the whole continent of Asia, unless if I'm missing somebody
I'm trying to think
off the
of
top
who
of my
would be.
head, because I am probably I feel like we're missing somebody.
Hold on, let me look it up. Asian
Yeah, world
soccer.
famous Asian footballers or soccer. Soccerers. Why don't we say that? Why do we say soccer players and not soccerers? We say
Sun
footballers.
Sun is number one right now.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Yeah, he's right now. Um,
How about all time though? Like
Asian
most
soccer.
well known
Yeah,
all
let me get
time.
look
I feel like
at.
he's up there. I feel like he's number one. Part of the game is just not so global now. I feel like he has to be the biggest Asian player. I'm trying to think of who else it would. Who else? Oh,
Park Ji
maybe
Sung.
yes, from when he was on United.
Yeah, Nakata and Ali Dai.
I do think Sun is bigger than Park as well. So that's actually. It's also like Sun plays like a very crucial position on the
Yes,
field that like I think helps as well. Look, Tottenham has a huge American fan base. Does this get some Tottenham fans to become LAFC fans because of Sun?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I
And
mean,
also, is Tottenham West LAFC because we've had Gareth Bale on LAFC? We're having Sun on LAFC now. That's a question I
only a
have.
matter of time before Harry Kane comes over.
Yeah, I
I'd,
wouldn't put
I
it
would,
past him.
Jordan. He often frequent. You know what's funny? Did I ever tell you this story? Somebody I taught with, his best friend, Harry Kane stays at his house when he
Really?
comes to. He's in Orlando often. He plays in a golf tournament, and the guy I taught with, his best friend, is really good friends with Harry Kane, and they live
Wow.
in this huge mansion. But the kids know each other obviously because the teacher's kids obviously went to Windermere Prep, and that's where all the very affluent people go in Orlando. So the networks, and he said that yeah, Harry Kane, and they said he's the nicest guy. But I wouldn't be shocked if Harry Kane. I mean, I know he's older, but could we see a year of Harry Kane or two?
Why not? I used to probably be more in the line of like, let's not get all these old people over here. But Harry Kane's 32, so you could
That's wild
conceivably
that they're
still
not
get him over
old.
here.
Yeah, he's not old.
Um, he's been on Bayern already for 2 years. 2 years already on Bayern?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. He joined in 2023.
Felt like because City they were after him for a while, and then people were like, "No, don't do it."
But yeah, what if he comes over LAFC? Then really, they are Tottenham. But
Could you imagine Gareth Bale come back out of retirement?
like when Bale went there, he was at that point a Madrid player. So like I don't know
Yeah,
if like a lot of Tottenham fans are like, let's follow LAFC because Bale's over there. Like Son, I feel like is like besides Harry Kane, like the most player that is well known as a
yeah.
Tottenham player. So I could see that being a good move for people in LA that are Tottenham fans. Be like, oh, we got to go see Son. Like he's our legend. Like he's a Tottenham legend.
He's a massive player. Like I was looking this up. They said because of the Prime documentary, they said that
Mhm.
kids have really gravitated towards him because of his antics. Because he's very nice and very fun loving, and he has a lot of fun in videos, and he makes a bunch of videos and stuff
I
that they
see
have of him
Sun jerseys all the
all the
time,
time. Yep,
even here in Maryland.
yep,
See Sun jersey. I remember my nephew liked watching Sun play. Like
yeah.
he knows who he is. So there definitely is like he's definitely well known. So I do think that's a really great move for them. Um, but yeah, I really hope he does better than Giroud, just in the sense of like let's not have another player like not hit for LAFC because I feel like they really need it.
You know what? Like, I really am. I'm interested to see how well his jersey sells here because I do feel like his market is a lot bigger than I think people
It
understand.
almost looks like he turned to the dark side though, because like Tottenham has like all white kit, and then he's gonna
Yeah,
be wearing like all black.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But
Join the dark side.
you got me talking. You got talking about world players, and I was just showing you my card collection.
Do you have
And
some?
actually, no.
Oh.
And you were coming down here. I might just give this to Matt to give you. Actually, I probably will because I don't want it, and it's
Uh-oh.
a
Who is
base
it?
card. It's your guy. It's your dude. Where the hell is he? There he is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just give this to, and you can have it.
Oh, yeah, Michael Ballack. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
When I pulled it, I was like, I gotta send this to Jordan. I forgot to send it to you.
That
But it's
is
just a base
awesome.
card. But it's pretty cool. Like it's just
That's from the
zero
FIFA set,
gravity.
though? Like,
Yeah,
it's a retro
it's a
card?
legend. Yeah, it's a legend.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, no, that's my favorite player.
yeah, I'll give it to Matt too.
Him and Landon Donovan. That's great.
Yeah. But as
Okay,
far
so
as
let's
like big
go ahead.
players, sorry, I didn't mean to ask one more question. So as
No,
far
you're
as
good.
big players, like in MLS that you remember, obviously got Beckham, Zlatan. I'm talking international players.
Gerard, Lampard.
Okay. Like,
Gerard was a flop, though.
yeah.
Lampard was borderline a flop.
Would you throw Son in top 5? Obviously Messi.
Top 5. Oh,
Could
my
Wayne
goodness.
Rooney was Wayne Rooney good enough in MLS to like?
That's a tough question. I think we have to kick it to the listeners, too, and the viewers.
Yeah.
Top 5 international superstars in MLS. Who do you got? Messi's number 1. Name-wise, number 1.
Yeah.
Impact-wise, Beckham probably still number 1 just because of he started they created the whole rule for him. So
Yeah. He's
I
the
don't know if
foundation.
I don't know if he's ever displaced there, but you
Right.
have Messi, Beckham.
Would you put Zlatan there?
Zlatan's big, right? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, they have a whole parody character of him in Ted Lasso, right?
Right.
Zava. I would probably put Zlatan a little low. I don't know. Zlatan is like one of the biggest stars to ever play in this league worldwide. The issue is he didn't play in it long, but that's tough. I think I think Zlatan 3.
Would you put Suarez in that conversation?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Luis Suarez is probably 4. You know, he's well known for his on and well, that's also on the field.
I was gonna say all his antics are still on the field. It's the only player you could say both about. I'm sure his off-field antics.
Does he have off-field issues?
I'm
Just
sure
on field. He
I'll text Matt.
he bites people.
So Son would have to be 5. Like I give him over
Maybe.
Gareth Bale because Gareth Bale just didn't have enough of an influence when he got here.
But are we including influence or just because Son doesn't have any yet? So are we just saying the biggest names?
That's true. Biggest names.
The options would be Bale. The options would be Busquets.
Could Insigne have that? I don't think he was big enough.
No, he was more like a bench player overseas for most of that. We're looking at probably walk into a club like Son could have gone to probably City and played, or Chelsea and played.
What about LA defender?
Chiellini?
No. Older guy. Oh man. England. Galaxy. Defender like back in the day. Was a really good defender. LA Galaxy. I think played with Beckham.
Now you have me. Well, the fact that I can't pull this right out, I would say probably no.
Probably not. Probably not.
Let's see if I can find this out. Who you're talking about? Ashley Cole.
Yes. Yes. No.
I wouldn't say top 5.
No. I don't know who it was. No, it's a white dude. I don't know why I want to say Neville, but it's not Neville. They didn't come over here.
Oh no! You know who's in the list too that we totally blanked? Terry Henry. is
Oh, yeah.
definitely in the top
Yeah.
5. Sorry. He's above Suarez. Suarez would probably be 5 right now. And I would probably still put him above Son. So I think to answer your question, Son is probably top 10. Top 7?
I think it's a
Because,
great
like,
question.
do we
Like,
still count Lampard and Gerard for they were here, but they
Gerard
didn't.
and Lampard were massive in England.
They were massive, but
They weren't
they were the big
here.
names, but they were already at the way end of their career compared
Right.
to the rest of these guys.
Yeah. Robbie Keane. That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, he was an attacker, so that's
Yeah.
why. He's
that's okay. I thought he was. For some reason, I thought he was a defender.
But no, I wouldn't put Robbie Keane up there. No, that's another Tottenham player. Now that's LA, not FC, but that is he did play for Tottenham. Robbie Keane.
We should do a
He
whole
played
episode
everywhere,
of
though.
guys that have come over. I mean, Hugo Lloris has a spot in that conversation too.
There's a lot of good names. Tim Cahill, Australian, right? Like, not as big of a name, but like World Cup wise, he was a pretty big name.
David Villa.
David Villa. Oh my God. Yeah. Some of those guys, like you said before, Wayne Rooney, some of these guys have come and went.
Yeah.
And then became a manager and then
Kaká.
left again. Kaká. There you go.
Pirlo. Was Pirlo here?
Oh yeah. NYCFC. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to rethink the list. I think
there's a ranking right here. Do you want this ranking? It's Transfer Market. Do you want
Transfer Market? What are they? How are they ranking us?
Okay, so this says the 25 biggest stars in MLS.
25 biggest stars ever. Yeah. When was it updated? When was it published?
This was published. I'm trying to find it. It's one of those really wonky ones because it looks old. I don't know. We're gonna find out based on
if they leave off Messi, I think we're
number one's David Beckham.
Right.
Okay, so this is pretty relevant. Pirlo, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Lothar Matthäus.
Okay.
Number 3. Number 4.
Hold on. Schweinsteiger. He was over here too. All right, keep going.
It's okay. So these must not be in order because now they have Frank Lampard. Carlos Valderrama.
Oh yeah, he's like from the 90s. Yeah, that's
Thierry Henry. Steven Gerrard. Wayne Rooney. Didier Drogba.
Holy cow. How did we forget about Drogba? Maybe because he played in Montreal. Keep going.
Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Yep.
Kaká. Zlatan. Oh, Nani.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him in that level though. I really wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Top 25, sure. Top 10.
Junberg. Lindbergh.
Oh yeah, Lumberg. Yeah.
Yeah. Ashley Cole. Alessandro Nesta.
Yeah.
Sebastian Giovinco. Carlos Vela. Really? Carlos Vela? Oh, this is a really good one. In the opposite order, Alphonso Davies.
True. Okay. So yeah, he played here at the infancy. Okay.
Yeah, Bradley Wright Phillips. Okay, so this is probably an older list because these guys aren't. This is
like Bradley Wright Phillips was mostly like a championship player and then came over here. Right. But yeah, go ahead.
Jermaine Defoe, David Villa.
Those make sense.
Yuri Djorkaeff. Clint Dempsey.
But you said You said international. I mean, like I know he is an international player, but like I was thinking
American now.
I was thinking not Americans.
And then Landon is obviously listed, but yeah,
my son.
Like, yeah. Wow. And then there's another list. Chicharito.
Duh, he's on there. I would probably say top 15. Chicharito.
Oh, wow, Gonzalo Higuain.
Yeah, big name.
Huge for the Italians.
He struggled a while.
He did. But this list is good, I think. Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry, Beckham number 2. Oh, Messi's number 1. Okay, so yeah, like we got all the big ones now. Like, don't feel like we missed anybody now.
It is crazy how much I forgot of some of these because it's like,
I forgot about Pirlo, and I kind of remember that now.
yeah, it's just kind of wild that it's a good question. Listeners, you can write to us via email or drop it in on Spotify. You can comment, or if you're on YouTube, you can comment below and tell us our top 5 is totally wrong because it seems very fluid to me right now because some of these I'm like I don't know how to rank
Messi and
these.
Beckham are 1 and 2. That's easy.
Yep, that's 1 and 2. If we're even just talking about on the field talent, like probably that, or just big name, right? Like
Yeah,
star power. But I don't know if I don't
I
know where
would
you
give
go after that.
I would give
I would say
Suarez.
Sun is probably with after that list. I would say Sun's top 15,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe top 20. He's above Bradley Wright Phillips and stuff. That was kind of.
yeah.
They didn't even mention Tim Cahill, but they mentioned Bradley Wright Phillips on there.
Mentioned Clint Dempsey too. I mean, I get it, but like
I
he
mean,
was
he was a
massive
big star,
in
but
MLS. It wasn't
he was
really
big over there too. He was huge at Fulham.
Tim Howard.
Tim Howard, yeah, he played a little bit here,
Yeah.
both pre and post overseas.
What an absolute diss to Pookie.
Yeah, that he's not on the list.
Yeah. Snubbed, baby.
All right, I guess let's quickly talk about some of these other transfers that just went through. Jordy Mihalovic is going north to the Great North. Toronto FC is bringing him in. They're paying $8 million cash trade plus $1 million add-on plus sell-on percentage from the Rapids to get him. Now, Rapids rejected 2 bids, but then Mihalovic asked club for the TFC move. So I ask you, Logan, why?
Why did he leave?
Yeah, why? Especially why go to Toronto?
Um, I mean, there's some familiarity with Canada. I would feel that
Right?
has
Yeah, because he was in
something to do
Montreal.
with it because he was in Montreal. I feel like Colorado, Jordan put together this piecemeal kind of team, right? And we've talked about this where we thought if those pieces worked together, it could be a good team. But now they currently sit ninth. Armas seems to be in that same just kind of lull that he's always in wherever he goes. Um, Toronto looking to build something in the positive. I think that Georgie is one of the scraps off that team that could make you a very good team. I always thought that, I mean, he was putting together an MVP caliber season with Montreal. And when he was out of the Rapids, I thought, man, that could really take them over the top, but they've been underwhelming. Toronto's trying to build something positive for their fan base, Jordan, but I am a little confused as to the direction in which Toronto wants to go. You know, it's not like Mihalovic is a player that can change the team by himself, but I do think it's at least a step forward for them, which they haven't really had many of those recently, and they've been a little bit more aggressive, I think, in trying to correct the ship. I know that they've had problems with ownership. I think they've had problems with their GM who they let go. I just feel that they're in this clean the slate, get right, and Georgie, I guess, is where they're headed.
Yeah, I just don't know. I guess I don't like watch the Rapids all the time. But like stats wise, he's got 9 goals. He's got uh how many assists? 5 assists in 24 matches played. Now 4 of those goals are penalty goals, but you know, he's the penalty taker. His expected goals is 8.4, so he's on target with his expected goals. He's got 19 shots on target, so he's converted 9 of those. So I understand if the Rapid here's where I also question it. on the player side. Maybe he wanted to move to Canada. Maybe it's a home life thing, right? I don't know. But you mentioned the Rapids are in ninth place, 30 points. That's still 9 points above Toronto. So my question is this move not available in the offseason? It sounds like what I was reading is the Rapids didn't want to let him go in the offseason coming up. So he was able to make the move now. But it's also like, for him, is it like let me just get myself familiar with the group now, and then next year we're hitting the ground running? Let me acquaint myself with it. It just kind of seems like a strange time to do the trade, because I'm sure he's going to try. I'm sure he's going to go out there and play his best for Toronto. But like, you were playing for something in Colorado, a wild card spot, and actually close enough in points to get past the wild card spot, 3 points off of Austin. While Toronto, you're not playing for anything. I'm sorry. You're 14 points out of a wild card spot in the East. So maybe it's just a get ready for next year. Let me acclimate myself to Toronto, the fans, my home life. Next year we hit the ground running. It just seems like a weird thing to be like, after it was rejected twice. So it seems like the Rapids didn't want to lose them. And he says, please let it go through. Just seems kind of odd having that bit thrown in there.
Yeah. No, I mean, again,
especially $8 million cash trade. I mean, that's a lot of money for Toronto to shell out. They do that though. Toronto does shell out money.
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, 9 goals this season, 6 assists.
Yeah. Oh,
he's
I
a
have
guy
5
that
assists.
will. I'm looking at. I had FB so that's wrong. It's MLS. Okay. It's usually right.
I have Thought Mob, so I mean they could all be wrong.
Okay, then they're all wrong. MLS.
I'll look at the MLS.
Yeah, but anyway, like over 10 goal contributions in 24 starts. So
it's good.
He's a good player. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm actually surprised, Jordan, that some of these other teams that are really competitive haven't also kicked the tires on Georgie. Because I really do.
Yeah, kind of interesting. He went to a uncompetitive team.
Yeah.
Like, did they wow him while talking to him, or is it just they pressed the hardest for him? That's the kind of stuff I wish I knew. Look, it's an upgrade for sure. Bernardeschi leads Toronto with 4 goals. Okay, and the assists, same thing. Bernardeschi has 4 assists. So he'll slot in and immediately be the best goal scorer on the team, stats-wise. It's just now, will it translate? Because maybe the team around him is worse. Maybe he's not going to get the opportunities, right? So that's another question that sometimes pop up with this stuff. But Mihailovic has 8 goals, it says, in the league. So maybe some of those is another competition. And 6 assists. So that's what MLSsoccer.com says. So who knows? He's got some amount of goals, some amount of assists. None of the 3 sites agree on how many those are. This is what I mean, by the way, when we ranted about stats at the beginning of the season, and we're praising Jordan Morris for breaking the Seattle record that you can't even find on the damn app, because it makes you click into what competition you're looking at instead of just telling me all of the comps. What are there? You should be able to pull up a player and it just say all comps, this many goals, this, career end this season. It should do that. It doesn't do that. Not on MLSsoccer.com. Okay. So that's one of the complaints I have. Okay. Here's Bogert tweeted this too, but the transfer fee has been broken 3 times this season because it looks like we're now getting Suns is $26.5 million. So Denke came in at 16.2 and that broke the record. And then not long after that, Latte Lath broke the record, 22 million, and now Sun breaking it at $26.5 million. The Union have signed a player from San Diego. He left San Diego this summer. He was on loan, I think, with Nordsjælland over in, I guess, Denmark, right? And his name is Milan Iloski, paying about $1 million. So we're talking about LAFC dropping 26.5 for Sun. The Union are like, we got $1 million,
Big
and we're
spenders,
going to
baby.
bring in a player.
Ernst is out there wheeling and dealing.
Wheeling and dealing, baby.
They're like, did you say $1 million? Like, not plural?
The Timbers are signing Norwegian winger Christopher Veldy from Olympiacos for $5 million. So that's going to be an attacking DP for Portland. Charlotte FC completed a deal to sign left back Harry Toffolo from Nottingham Forest. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at for most of these signings. Not a lot of big ones. Let's talk about some unfortunate news. It looks like Lionel Messi suffered a minor injury in his right leg. Don't have a timeline to return, but he left the game 11 minutes in the other night with his injury. I know there will be some people that are probably, it's karma for skipping out on the All-Star game. But to me, I think it shows more on why it was probably smart to not play in the All-Star game, because I mean, he's what, like 38? He's getting his ass kicked every night as he goes out there, and that's a lot of games. Miami especially has been in a lot of games. Club World Cup, Leagues Cup, MLS. It's been a lot of games for them. So CCC, right? Like I don't blame them for resting that, but it does look like Messi will be out for some time. We don't know how long that is. I am also just recovering from an injury in my leg.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So
right. Yeah.
scans confirm that too.
Yeah. No, unfortunate news. Jordan day to day. Was able to go today, but we'll see how he recovers, see how he does for next week. They did get some reinforcements. Rodrigo de Paul, who's
yes,
you will know him from his Argentina days. He plays with Lionel. Go figure. He plays for the Argentinian team. But he's a good reinforcement. I feel, Miami's got room to try to catch up, Jordan. I do worry that you always worry about these leg issues, just because this is something we talked about when he did skip the All-Star game, because he does have the tendency to deal with some of these nagging little injuries. And
yeah,
I feel like the closer we get to the postseason, that'll be definitely something to watch. And we're starting to wind down on the regular season. This is when teams really start to make their push. Miami without Messi, and then they're going to have those games where some of the other players will also take some time. So it'll be interesting to see what they do in the standings. They've got some really good teams in the Eastern Conference. So can they catch teams like Cincinnati, Philly, and Nashville? I guess we'll see. But
it's interesting. All right, we back? I was frozen there. Okay,
we're back.
Yeah, okay, let's go ahead, I guess, and look at the Leagues Cup current standings after last week. So over in the Liga Mekis bracket, because remember the confusing setup here of each league having their own table, but you're only playing against the other league, but only the top 4 will move on. Okay, so of each league. So Liga Mekis, Tigres is number 1 with 6 points. Juarez is in second with 5 points. Mazatlan is in third with 5 points. And Toluca is in fourth with 5 points. Then you have Pumas, Necaxa, Pachuca, Puebla, Tijuana, Club America, Monterrey, Chivas, ASL, Cruz Azul, Leon, Santos Laguna, Atlas, and Querétaro. The bottom three have 0 points. Now, again, the top four move on. There's no draws. A draw immediately goes to penalties, and you get 2 points if you win the penalty shootout, 1 point if you lose the penalty shootout. So that's where we're currently at with those. Most of these teams here have played 2 games. As of right now, all of the Mexican sides have played 2 games. So still time for some of these teams to make up ground. Over in MLS, we have Seattle number 1, 6 points. That's right. They have 2 wins. They've given up 1 goal and scored 9. They had that incredible game where they scored like 7 goals. Who's that against? Like Cruz Azul or somebody?
Mm-hmm.
That was insane. I was watching that until it was like 3 or 4-0, and I was like, all right, I can go to bed now. This is actually pretty safely in hand. Portland is in second with 6, so we are having some Cascadia dominance on the top of Leagues Cup over in MLS. We have Inter Miami, I almost said Milan, in third with 5 points. Minnesota in fourth with 4 points. LA Galaxy have 4 points. They reached 4 points faster in Leagues Cup than they did in Major League Soccer this year, Logan.
That's, I mean,
It took 2 games to reach 4 points.
that might be the highlight of the season so far.
It should be. It should be. Columbus is in 6 with 4. Orlando has 4. Cincinnati has 4. Red Bull New York has 4. Colorado has 3. NYCFC has 3. RSL has 3. LAFC has 3. Montreal has 2. Charlotte has 1. San Diego, Atlanta, and Houston with 0. That's the shock. San Diego, top of MLS in the West. Not even close to that in Leagues Cup.
Eliminated.
So, I mean, almost, right? Like, how many games are in the 1st
They're
phase?
eliminated. Them,
Are
Atlanta,
they?
Houston, Atlas, Leon,
Querétaro, yeah.
Thank you. And Santos Laguna are all eliminated.
They're all officially eliminated. All right. How many games are in phase 1? 4?
It's a good question. I think 4. Yes.
We just went over this last week.
I know.
Anyway.
Yeah, but you put me in a blender.
It's 3 or 4,
Trying
right?
to understand this. Like, I think it's 4. Yes.
So yeah, that would make sense because I don't think there's any way for them to climb it. So phase 1 ends Thursday. So it's 3. It's 3 games.
Really?
Right? Because I don't see, like, if I just pick somebody that hasn't played yet, Columbus.
Yeah, you're right, because it goes back to MLS next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
3. Okay.
Because then the 19th starts the quarterfinals. So yeah, they have 3 games, just like a regular group stage, but for some reason it's not actual group stages. That's what's kind of confusing about it. It's almost like the Champions League setup over in UEFA now, which I'm not a fan of. So tonight, right after we're done recording here, Columbus and Leon will face off. Toluca and NYCFC will face off. Montreal and Puebla. Houston, Pachuca. Mazatlan and San Diego. Tigres and LAFC. And that's a big one. Tigres and LAFC is pretty fun. Wednesday, Orlando, Necaxa, Atlanta, Atlas, Miami, Pumas, Minnesota, ASL, Club America and Portland, RSL, Querétaro, Seattle, Tijuana. Thursday, Cincinnati, Chivas, Monterrey, Charlotte, Red Bull New York, Juarez, Cruz Azul, Rapids, LA versus Santos Laguna. And then, like I said, Tuesday, August 19th starts the quarterfinals. That'll be the 19th and the 20th. We'll have the semifinals on the 26th and 27th. And the final and third place match, I guess, is on the 31st. So we're getting there. Over in MLS. Why did it do that? Where are we? It took me to the beginning of the season when I clicked the schedule for Major League Soccer.
That's great.
Not
You
very
want me to read
intuitive.
next weekend's games? 16th?
Is that when? Yeah, so we're not playing yet, right?
No.
Oh no, it says August 9th. There's games on August 9th.
Why did my schedule just do that? Ah, there we are. Found it.
There you go. So they will play. I have Montreal, Atlanta,
Yep.
New England, DC, NYCFC, Columbus, Philly and Toronto, Austin and Houston at 8:30, Chicago, LAFC, Dallas, Portland, St. Louis, Nashville. We have FS1 game here. Alert, alert, 8:45, SKC in San Diego, 10:30, San Jose, Vancouver. Then we have, for some godforsaken reason, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games on Sunday. 3 of them at 6:00.
They tried to avoid this, remember?
They try, not successfully. Cincinnati, Charlotte, Minnesota Rapids. That sounds like I'm meaning like that's their name. Minnesota Rapids. It sounds good though. Like
it does
rolls off
sound
the tongue.
good. Yeah, I think it's
Red Bull
solid.
New York versus RSL, Orlando and Miami, LA, Seattle. I'm assuming some of this is because they had to schedule different games for makeups or because of Leagues Cup. I don't know. That seems insane to do 3 at 6, then there's 1 at 8, 1 at 10. So which one's Sunday Night Soccer? I guess Orlando, Miami?
I would guess it's the FS1 game.
But no, because Sunday Night Soccer is only on Apple TV.
Then it's going to be Orlando, I imagine. Miami.
It's got to be, right? And it's also like highlighted on the... Well,
That's
they're
true.
all
And
highlighted.
Messi would have been playing, but...
Yeah, now we don't know. He's not.
Yeah.
Let's just say he's not.
Yeah. But the Galaxy game is on Apple TV Plus.
It is too, but it's also on FS1. Like their Sunday Night Soccer branding is exclusive
to just
Apple.
Gotcha. Okay, then yeah, that makes sense. There's not very many good games on, Jordan. Those last 2 games of the weekend are probably the best ones. Not probably, are the best ones.
LA, Seattle for the historical side of it. LA, I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Well,
on the field.
Right. Yeah, sorry. I thought
but Seattle's been good.
I was gonna say, this is a brutal weekend then. I mean, no Messi in Orlando. That kind of flattens that one.
Yeah, our standings look like Philly leads the East with 50 points, Cincinnati in second with 49, Nashville 47, Columbus 44, Miami 42, Orlando 41. It is a big game also without Messi playing because of that, how close Miami and Orlando are. The fact that Miami has 3 games in hand and a point up is also a pretty big deal. Charlotte in 7th with 38, NYCFC with 38, Chicago with 35. Out of the playoffs, we have Red Bull 33 points, New England 25, Toronto 21, Atlanta 21, DC 19, Montreal 18. Over in the West, we have San Diego 46, Vancouver 45, Minnesota 44. Hey, remember how I said I think Minnesota has a chance to win the West? They're very close. They're very close.
Yeah.
And Seattle 38, who are rising. They are rising. Portland with 37, LAFC 36, Austin 33, RSL 31, Colorado 30. Out of the playoffs, you have San Jose 29, Houston 27, Dallas 25, SKC 24, St. Louis 18, LA 16. They're already at a fourth of the way to the same amount of points in MLS over in Leagues Cup. Okay. Anything else that we missed or forgot? Messi's bodyguard? Tossed out. Banned from Leagues Cup.
So what happens when somebody attacks Lionel Messi?
Well,
It's like
Maybe
Busquets
that's
come
why
off
he
the
got
bench.
injured. He was like, I'm not dealing with this.
Right. He's like, I'm you kick him out. And yeah.
No, it's a good point. Like, I don't know. I guess you just have regular team security, right? Like, I feel like
if the bouncers can't do their job like they do in every other stadium,
right.
like why does he need a special bodyguard? Like that's insane because that would also like LeBron doesn't have one, right? Brady didn't have a bodyguard. Like there wasn't a Brady bodyguard. Like I know the US fans are crazy, but they're not that crazy. Like and Jordan, most of these people that go after Messi are the kids that just want to take pictures with him. It's not
Right,
like
right.
they're out there, going after his kneecaps. Like these are usually kids, probably what 10 to the people I've seen run after him about 10 to 20, 24, 25. Like they just want a selfie with him. It's never like I'm gonna go beat Lionel Messi up.
But I guess you don't want to risk that either.
Yeah, no. But again,
Especially
they
in a
don't have
world
this
where
issue
people
anywhere.
are
Like
yeah, especially in a world I guess now where people are betting on games consistently
I
and
guess.
have some sort of stake in that and could be like, you ruined my life because I bet you would score 5 goals in one game and you didn't.
I guess. But you would have that in other sports too. Like
Yeah, but I mean, like sometimes you get those in like DMs and stuff. So I mean, like that's what some players usually have. So I don't know. I just feel like he is like the biggest star here, so maybe he feels like he needs that extra protection. I don't know. Because
uh,
people have gotten on the field with them. So, I mean, I guess I don't know how well anybody's doing their job, that guy or the stewards,
like
because
yeah.
they're getting through. They are getting
I
through.
mean, if I wanted to go on a field right now, I could 100%
You
get
could
to a
get there.
player. I could get to a player. Nah, I wouldn't want to figure out what they would do to me because there are some players that would just drop you, like
Yeah.
because it's their right. Like I've seen players like kind of do the nope, not today, and like drop a fan or like come out of nowhere and blindside a fan. I've seen that too.
Yeah.
But
Also, I don't know. Would you ever want to really risk? I guess maybe if you're not an MLS fan, risking not being able to come back just for a selfie with Messi,
right.
whatever.
And you're usually on like an all sports ban. Like it's not just soccer. Like they'll send it to other
Will they?
arenas. Yeah, because there's a guy. I don't know if you've ever seen it. He looks like Klay Thompson, and he tries to get onto the court with like he gets
Oh
onto
yeah,
the
yeah,
court and
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
taking
he went
shots.
through the
Yeah, he went through the
security
player
because they just
entrance.
thought it
Yeah,
was him. Yeah.
yeah. Gets all the way on the floor, and now he's banned. And he tried to go somewhere else. Like I think it was the Super Bowl, and they were like, "No, you can't. Like you're on an all ban list from stadiums."
That's interesting because a lot of times those things are very toothless. You know, they'll just
Yeah, if they make money
say
too. Yeah,
they'll just say like, "Oh, you're banned," and it's like, well, if I don't buy tickets under my name, I can still
right.
get in because they don't have like their picture posted.
That's
You know,
true.
like,
Yeah,
oh, get them. So like, but that guy is famous though because he does
yeah,
that. So that
that's true.
might have been part of it. But if you're just like a guy who's like, I'm gonna run up and take this selfie, whatever. I don't
Right.
care because he's the biggest guy in the world. Sure, I can maybe understand that. But for me, like, I don't understand that when you see like a baseball fan go do it and you're like, that guy's not going to be able to come back here
Right. Like, why try it? Like, why even?
and spend the rest of the next 7 innings in the jail underneath
Yeah.
the stadium or
Right.
something.
Get fed through a straw, or what do they do?
Yeah.
Crackers.
Yeah, that's crazy. I could not imagine doing that. All right. I guess that'll be it. Not as much to talk about. We had some of those transfers and stuff, but the League's Cup is the only thing going on. So you've had like MLS teams play 2 games, and that's it.
Yeah.
And last week some of them had already played their first game, so we're actually really only talking about like maybe 1.5 rounds of the game. So it's a little slower, but yeah. So make sure you let us know who is your top 5 biggest superstar international players that have played in Major League Soccer. So we're removing U.S. men's national team players, just worldwide superstars, top 5. Give them to us in the comments below or on Spotify comments, or you can email us, statesideShow@gmail.com. All of our social media, Stateside Show is the @ for that. So make sure you contact us there. Give us your top 5. Thank you all for watching and listening along. We'll catch you next time when we talk about the remaining Leagues Cup games, who move on in the top 4 of each league, and the MLS action that took place this upcoming weekend.